Our front as it arrives for your Saturday night, and continuing to see those temperatures on the cooler side, falling down into the 50s for early Sunday morning. More 50s headed your way for the start of next week, and we'll gradually warm it back up into the low to mid 80s for Tuesday and Wednesday of next week. Olivia.
Thanks, Alicia. Our guest this morning has used his words to help empower and help those around him. He's also turned a recent tragedy into a positive experience. Please welcome Marshall Pope. Marshall, thank you so much for being with us.
Thank you for
having me.
having
Appreciate it very much. Thanks for being here. Tell me a little bit about your books and your poetry.
Okay, I'm going to explain each one of them briefly.
Okay.
This is my first book, The Struggles of Love. Poems that I wrote when I was like 16, 17 years old.
So you started pretty young.
Yes, I did. And this one is my life story. When I made the transition from being a rapper to an author and poet.
Ah.
And my third one is Invisible Shackles. It's like a guide for young African Americans.
Okay.
And the struggle continues. It goes with my first book, poems that I wrote at the age I am now.
Okay.
And Blind Faith. Blind faith is like medication for the soul. It's like poetry healing. And Teardrops of Inspiration is a cry for compassion. Speaks to anybody, young, old. And my final one, Telalista, my final inspiration, a Greek word that means it is finished.
Wow, really beautiful. Now,
Yeah.
Your inspiration behind this, what did it come from?
It came from me being 16, 17 years old, being depressed and feeling alone, and I was bullied. And so I started writing. I started writing poems. I started writing poetry, writing my feelings down, trying to express myself. And as I got older, I started seeing other people in my community that was feeling pain, feeling down, feeling helpless, hopeless. I always felt like I was a voice for the voiceless, and I give hope to the hopeless.
And you unfortunately had a terrible experience losing your son.
I did. My son was killed July the 9th of this year. And losing him was very devastating. You know, it actually taught me to love harder, you know, to reach out to the youth and try to help get some of these guns off the street, you know, trying to inspire them, you know, to follow the footsteps that they need, like a good role model.
Absolutely. And you have a little bit of poetry you'd like to read for
I
us?
do,
Okay.
I do. The first poem I ever wrote called Who Am I? Who am I? Where is my home? In a world surrounded by millions, yet I feel alone. Am I alive? Am I dead? Are my dreams on the fantasies of the confusion in my head? Can I not love? What makes one hate? Unanswered questions as these have destroyed my faith. So I'm denied to feel this thing called the heart. If life is so precious, then why must it be so short? For wealth we kill, cheat, and lie. In this bought and sold world, is there nothing money can't buy? Only two words describes my dreams, wishes, and hopes, life or death. Why can't I choose both? I am only a shadow of my own existence. The only passion I feel is the passion for revenges. This world has mocked me through my experience with pain. There's no more I can lose and no more I can gain. When my spirit leaves the ground for the journey to the sky, may we all meet again in our next lives. Who am I?
Wow, beautiful. Thank you so much. That was gorgeous.
Yeah.
You have one more, right?
Yes, I do.
Okay.
This one right here is I've written. It's called My Son Speaks.
Okay.
It gives my wife and my daughter comfort. You know, it's like my son speaking to us. From heaven, my son speaks through my pen and says, Pop, don't worry, I made it in. Tell Mama, it's nothing she could have done. It was already written my life would end. I was told I would be betrayed by the angel Gabriel as his words became my final post. Despite my early demise, stay positive, Mama and Pop, because one day soon I will see you and sister both. I felt no pain from the bullets because the archangel Michael shielded me. He who throw rocks and hide his hands will be exposed, because in due season God will reveal who killed me. In my 23 years, I enjoyed every moment to the fullest of my borrowed time. Pop, I know you are angry, but I ask you to allow God to be the prosecutor in this crime. Tell Mama don't cry so much and try to get some sleep, because I too may rest in peace. Tell sister I love her and I miss her, but in her heart I will forever speak. Pop, I never seen you cry to now, but every soul must one day weep. Continue to be an inspiration to the world, and thank you for allowing me to speak. Tell Mama, Uncle Hook, and Granddaddy are here with me, therefore I am not alone. You always said I was an angel, Pop, and you was right. I'll see you all soon when y'all come home. I love you, Mama, sister, and you, Pop, and smile at how so many pretend they love me. Pop, let my last words speak to my frenemies. from the cradle to the grave, only God can judge me.
Wow, lots of emotion in that.
Yeah, it is.
A lot of emotion in that. Thank you so much. That's beautiful. I know you do a lot of readings. You said you go along to the hospitals and to some of the prisons.
I go to prisons, youth centers. I go to different churches and speak, and also do poetry readings. And I try to use my poetry to help heal souls and broken spirits.
And I think it does that. I definitely do. If someone wanted to buy one of your books or get in touch with you, how would they do that?
They can go on Amazon.com and get any one of my 7 books, or either you can inbox me on Facebook, author, poet Marshall Pope.
All right, Marshall Pope, if you'd like to buy one of his books, just look him up. Marshall, thank you so much for being with us and for that beautiful poetry. We appreciate it so much. Coming up on CBS 8 and ABC Montgomery.